The classic detective series Columbo, 1971 to 1978, captivated audiences with its clever storytelling, unforgettable mysteries, and brilliant performances. Over the years, many talented actors who brought these iconic characters to life have sadly passed away, leaving behind a lasting legacy in television history. In this tribute, we remember 28 actors from Columbo who are no longer with us, celebrating their contributions to one of the most beloved crime dramas of all time. How many of these familiar faces do you remember? Bruce Kirby portrayed Sergeant George Kramer, a dedicated and dependable officer who often assisted Columbo in his investigations. In 1973, when he joined the series, he was 48 years old. Sadly, he passed away on January 24, 2021, at the age of 95 in Los Angeles, California, USA. His cause of death was complications from leukemia, a disease he had been battling in his later years. Despite his illness, he remained active in the entertainment industry for much of his life.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, everybody knows that the Commodore had been acting a little funny lately.
Like maybe the way he built that little yawl to suddenly sail away on for good.
Right, but the
Mike Lally played the bartender, a minor yet recurring character appearing in various episodes between 1972 and 1978. In 1972, when he took on this role, he was 72 years old. Unfortunately, he passed away on February 15, 1985, at the age of 84 in Woodland Hills, Los Angeles, California, USA. His death was attributed to complications from a stroke, which had severely impacted his health in his final years.
You told me you were here.
My what? My wife.
You got scotch?
Yes, sir.
You like scotch?
She wishes.
Vito Scotti played Chadwick, a character featured in Columbo between 1973 and 1975. Known for his versatility in portraying various roles in film and television, he was 55 years old when he appeared in the series. Unfortunately, he passed away on June 5, 1996, at the age of 78 in Woodland Hills, Los Angeles, California, USA. His cause of death was complications from lung cancer, a disease he battled in his final years, likely exacerbated by years of smoking.
Yes. The table by the kitchen. This will never do.
I'm sorry, Monsieur Carsini, but when he walked in, I never imagined...
Just get us a better table and stop simpering.
Immediately.
Jack Cassidy played Ken Franklin, a charming yet ruthless murderer in the very first episode of Columbo in 1971. He was 44 years old at the time. Tragically, he passed away on December 12, 1976, at the age of 49 in West Hollywood, California, USA. His death was caused by a fire in his apartment, which was later determined to have started due to a lit cigarette. Cassidy, who had struggled with alcoholism and bipolar disorder, was reportedly intoxicated at the time, which may have contributed to the tragic accident.
The Israelis, yes, the Israelis, oh, how they'd love to get their hands on you.
I think not. I'm far too valuable to you.
You call that marrying?
Mm-hmm.
I do.
John Finnegan played the first workman, a minor role in Columbo, between 1972 and 1976. In 1972, when he appeared in the series, he was 46 years old. Unfortunately, he passed away on July 29, 2012, at the age of 85 in Palm Desert, California, USA. His death was attributed to pneumonia, which had developed as a complication of ongoing respiratory issues in his final years.
Sergeant, why don't you just go ahead and tell them what happens after that?
Well, we hold the suspects in a holding cell until they can be taken down to the tombs.
Thank you, Sergeant. That's very...
Fred Draper portrayed the cab driver, a minor yet memorable role in Columbo between 1971 and 1976. In 1971, when he first appeared in the series, he was 48 years old. Sadly, he passed away on December 26, 1999, at the age of 76 in San Bernardino, California, USA. His cause of death was complications from progressive supranuclear palsy, a rare neurodegenerative disorder that gradually affected his movement, balance, and speech in his later years. Peter Falk portrayed Columbo, the iconic and unassuming yet brilliant detective known for his trench coat, cigars, and persistent investigative style. In 1971, when he began starring in the series, he was 44 years old. Sadly, he passed away on June 23, 2011, at the age of 83 in Beverly Hills, California, USA. His cause of death was complications from Alzheimer's disease, which he had been battling for several years. The illness gradually impaired his memory and cognitive functions, leading to his eventual decline.
For problems like this.
Yes, there is that.
Then you can't get the money. I mean, you can break the trust fund. Boy, that's a lucky thing.
Arlene Martell played Gloria West, a supporting character in Columbo, from 1972 to 1974. At the time of her first appearance, she was 36 years old. Unfortunately, she passed away on August 12, 2014, at the age of 78 in Santa Monica, California, USA. Her cause of death was complications from a heart attack, which she had suffered a few days prior. Despite medical intervention, her condition worsened, leading to her passing.
Come here at night.
His wife played around, so he'd come here.
Patrick McGoohan portrayed Colonel Lyle C. Rumford, a strict and disciplined military officer who became one of Columbo's most formidable adversaries. Appearing in the series between 1974 and 1975. A longtime collaborator with Peter Falk, he also directed and wrote for the show. When he played this role, he was 46 years old. Sadly, he passed away on January 13, 2009, at the age of 80 in Santa Monica, California, USA. His cause of death was complications from a brief illness, reportedly including pneumonia. His health had been declining in his final years, leading to his hospitalization before his passing.
Orders come to you from your chief of naval operations and direct to him from your president. So before we go any further, I suggest that you get me there.
Ray Milland portrayed Arthur Kennicott, a wealthy and influential figure caught in a Columbo investigation, appearing between 1971 and 1972. A legendary actor with an Academy Award to his name, he was 64 years old when he took on the role. Sadly, he passed away on March 10, 1986, at the age of 79 in Torrance, California, USA. His cause of death was lung cancer, a condition likely exacerbated by years of smoking. Despite undergoing treatment, the disease progressed rapidly, leading to his passing.
Oh, sounds quite lethal, doesn't he? Well, I tell you, Kathy, why don't you...
Wilfred Hyde White played Kittering, Esquines, a distinguished and refined character in Columbo, appearing between 1972 and 1976. When he first took on the role, he was 69 years old. Unfortunately, he passed away on May 6, 1991, at the age of 87 in Woodland Hills, Los Angeles, California, USA. His cause of death was congestive heart failure, a condition that had progressively weakened his health in his later years. He had also suffered from Parkinson's disease, which further contributed to his decline.
Thing, wasn't it? Yes, very shocking. Thank you very much. Why do you suppose he started downstairs? No idea. No. Couldn't have been to get any liquor. Certainly plenty of stuff up here. Well,
Robert Vaughn played Charles Charlie Clay, a sophisticated and smooth-talking antagonist in Columbo from 1975 to 1976. At the time of his appearance, he was 43 years old. Unfortunately, he passed away on November 11, 2016, at the age of 83 in Ridgefield, Connecticut, USA. His cause of death was acute leukemia, a disease he had been privately battling in his later years. Despite undergoing treatment, his condition worsened, leading to his passing just days before his 84th birthday.
Joanna Clay.
I'm Charles Clay. What do you want? My name is Luke.
James Gregory portrayed Coach Rizzo, a no-nonsense and authoritative character in Columbo in 1972. At the time, he was 61 years old. Sadly, he passed away on September 16, 2002, at the age of 90 in Sedona, Arizona, USA. His cause of death was natural causes, attributed to the effects of aging. In his later years, he lived a quiet life away from Hollywood, enjoying retirement after a long and successful acting career.
This is Inspector Luger, NYPD. I want you to know we're working on your problem. In the meantime, why don't you all go home and take a shave?
John Danner portrayed Commodore Otis Swanson, a distinguished and authoritative character in Columbo, appearing between 1974 and 1976. At the time of his first appearance, he was 59 years old. Sadly, he passed away on February 4, 1992, at the age of 76 in Santa Barbara, California, USA. His cause of death was complications from emphysema, a chronic lung condition often linked to smoking. His health had been declining in his later years, but he remained a respected figure in the entertainment industry due to his extensive work in film, television, and voice acting.
I did. Well, you act like you did. And I'll tell you something else, young man. If you were in any other hospital starting out, you'd take all the supervision they gave you and you'd probably...
Robert Carnes portrayed Grover, a character in Columbo in 1972. At the time of his appearance, he was 55 years old. Sadly, he passed away on December 4, 1979, at the age of 62 in Sherman Oaks, California, USA. His cause of death was complications from cancer, though the specific type was not widely documented. Despite his relatively early passing, he had a long and steady career in film and television, often playing authoritative and supporting roles.
Well, she knew if I found out about it, I wouldn't let her enter. I thought she was visiting my sister down in Miami.
Miss American Beauty.
Oh, kids. Huh? All right, everybody back to...
Bernard Fox played Detective Chief Superintendent William Dirk, a British investigator assisting in a Columbo case, appearing between 1972 and 1975. At the time of his first appearance, he was 45 years old. Sadly, he passed away on December 14, 2016, at the age of 89 in Van Nuys, California, USA. His cause of death was heart failure, a condition that had worsened over time. Despite health challenges in his later years, he remained a beloved character actor, known for his numerous comedic and dramatic roles throughout his career.
Meant by that he was wearing like a smoking jacket? Actually, Sir Roger was wearing a grey Harris tweed suit with a blue tie while he was reading.
Tim O'Connor played Edward Litton, a character featured in Columbo between 1973 and 1976. When he first took on the role, he was 46 years old. Unfortunately, he passed away on April 5, 2018, at the age of 90 in Nevada City, California, USA. His cause of death was natural causes, as he had been in declining health due to his advanced age. He spent his later years in a peaceful retirement, having left behind a legacy of memorable performances in television and film.
Yeah. Oscar Wilde?
Victor Hugo.
That's close enough.
Val Avery portrayed Artie Jessup, a small yet impactful role in Columbo in 1971. At the time of his appearance, he was 47 years old. Sadly, he passed away on December 12, 2009, at the age of 85 in Manhattan, New York City, USA. His cause of death was complications from heart failure, a condition that had progressively weakened his cardiovascular system in his later years.
Sie, geben Sie uns den Ball zurück.
Robert Culp portrayed Dr. Bart Keppel, a cunning and calculating antagonist in Columbo, appearing between 1971 and 1973. He was known for playing multiple roles in the series, often as the prime suspect. In 1971, when he first appeared, he was 41 years old. Sadly, he passed away on March 24, 2010, at the age of 79 in Los Angeles, California, USA. His cause of death was a heart attack, which he suffered while walking near his home. He was found after collapsing and was pronounced dead at the hospital.
Eric Wagner owns the team, but football is not his game. What would you like to drink, sir? Well, let's see, there's tomato juice in the ice.
Ida Lupino played Doris Buckner, a role she portrayed in Columbo between 1972 and 1974. A pioneering actress and filmmaker, she was 54 years old when she appeared in the series. Sadly, she passed away on August 3, 1995, at the age of 77 in Los Angeles, California, USA. Her cause of death was complications from a stroke, which had severely impacted her health in her later years. She had also been battling colon cancer, which further contributed to her declining condition.
No, it was an accident. I don't care what it was. You killed my son.
Mother.
Oh,
Sorrel Book portrayed Bertie Hastings, a character in Columbo between 1974 and 1977. At the time of his first appearance, he was 44 years old. Sadly, he passed away on February 11, 1994, at the age of 64 in Sherman Oaks, California, USA. His cause of death was colorectal cancer, a disease he had been privately battling for some time. Despite his illness, he remained active in the entertainment industry until his health declined.
You see, that promissory note she signed pledges all the show's property as collateral. And if she can't...
Danny Wells played a bookstore clerk in Columbo, appearing in 2 episodes in 1975. When he took on the role, he was 34 years old. Unfortunately, he passed away on November 28, 2013, at the age of 72 in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. His cause of death was complications from cancer, though details about his specific illness were not widely publicized. Throughout his career, he was known for his versatile roles in television, particularly in comedic and animated productions.
We're sitting on buried treasure? Yeah. Kidding me, let me see that. I can't see, I've got my glasses. Come on, here it is. You face the sub portico and take 3 steps.
Who's the character you love most from Columbo? How do you feel about the fact that some of the cherished cast members are no longer with us? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below. If you're enjoying our videos, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for being a part of our community.